Hi, welcome back to the Leelee Knits YouTube channel. My name is Alnar and I'm the creator behind Leelee Knits Knitting and Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet the single crochet chevron stitch that is used in my Peaches and Cream baby blanket. You can find the free pattern for this cheerful summertime baby blanket on the Leelee Knits website. I've linked to the pattern and the Knit Picks Brava worsted weight yarn that I used in the description box for this video. Before we get started, I'm just going to go over the materials that I'm using for this demo. If you'd like to crochet along with me, you will need some worsted weight yarn in 3 colors. I'm using Brava worsted in the colors White, Carnation, and Just Peachy Speckle. You will also need a size H or 5mm crochet hook and a pair of scissors. Okay, the first step, as usual, is to make the foundation chain. I'm going to assume that you already know the crochet basics and can make the chain stitch as well as the single crochet stitch. For this stitch pattern, we will need to chain a multiple of 11 plus 2. So with my first color, I'm going to chain 35, which is 33 plus 2. Now that we have a foundation chain, we can begin crocheting. The first step is to work 2 single crochets into the second chain from the hook. I like to crochet into the top bumps of each chain because I think it creates prettier edges, but you can crochet into your foundation chain whichever way you prefer. Now we crochet into each of the next 4 chains and then skip 2 chains. Single crochet into the next 4 chains and then we begin the repeat. For the repeat, we work 3 single crochets into the next chain and then single crochet in the next 4 chains. You can already see the chevron being formed from our first row. If you haven't noticed already, you can see that when you skip 2 chains, it creates a dip, and then when you work 3 single crochet into 1 chain, it creates the peaks of the chevron. We finish off the repeat by skipping the next 2 chains and then single crochet in the next 4 chains. I'm going to continue on with the repeat until the last chain of the row. Okay, so if you're doing this correctly, you should have just 1 chain left. We finish our row by working 2 single crochets into the last chain and then chain 1 and turn our work. Row 2 is very similar to row 1, except that we are working into single crochets instead of chains. So we begin the row by working 2 single crochets into the first single crochet, followed by a single crochet in each of the next 4 single crochets. Skip the next 2 single crochets and then single crochet in the next 4 single crochets. And now we begin our repeat. So we work 3 single crochets into the next stitch. You can see that it's at the peak of the chevron, so going forward it'll be much easier to remember where to skip and where to work the extra stitches. Single crochet into each of the next 4 single crochets and then skip the next 2 single crochets at the dip of the chevron. Finish off the repeat by single crocheting into each of the next 4 single crochets. So we continue the repeat until the last stitch and then work 2 single crochets into the last single crochet. Chain 1 and turn, and that's it. Simply repeat row 2 over and over to create the simple single crochet chevron stitch. I'm going to work a couple more rows in the white color, and then at the end of my last row of white, I'll show you how to change colors and crochet over the ends so that you don't have to weave them in. We all know that weaving in the ends basically sucks, so I'm going to show you how to crochet over them as you go and avoid this annoying step. Before completing the last single crochet of the row, cut the yarn leaving a bit of a tail. Pick up the new color and then finish off the single crochet stitch with the new color. This will create a seamless transition. At this point, I like to tie a knot to make it extra secure. Now to begin the next row, work the first 2 single crochets into the first stitch while holding the ends behind our work and crocheting over them. After a few stitches, cut the yarn tails and you're done! You can now continue on and not have to deal with a whole bunch of annoying ends to weave in. And that's it! As you've seen, the single crochet chevron is a super easy stitch that even beginner crocheters can enjoy. You can find the free pattern for the Peaches and Cream baby blanket, which uses this stitch and combines 3 different yarn colors to create a fun, cheerful baby blanket on the Leelee Knits website. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Bye for now!